Today we're talking all about wood PLA. Okay, so recently I got some wood PLA from Temu. The brand, I don't know if you can see it, is Yousu. It was a 2.2 kg or, sorry, 1 kg or 2.2 pound roll of filament, and got it from Temu at a decent price. Let's see. One thing to note for wood PLA and my first impressions of it, essentially with wood PLA, it does come out very similar to wood. I don't know if you can see that, but it comes out very similar to wood. Also has some of the properties or intricacies that dealing with wood has. I almost said that. How much could you woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? But essentially what I do love about it is it brings a new quality to the type of prints that you can do. So for instance, this right here, this is the sword from Bleach, one of my favorite anime series of all time. This is the Bankai sword from Ichigo. Also here is a Bulbasaur from the series Pokémon. I think everyone knows that one. So some of the difficulties of actually printing with wood PLA, first thing you'll notice is the smell. Now the wood that I purchased was mahogany, and the mahogany wood gives off this burn smell when you are printing. So if you don't mind that, you may want to crack open a window. The next thing is for the wood. All right, sorry about that. Paramedics went by for a little bit. To continue on, basically this is made of mahogany PLA, mahogany wood fiber added into the PLA. And when it melts, it creates something very similar to just straight wood. It has the same properties nearly, but that also comes with some caveats. So for instance, if you have any stringing with your 3D print, which I did, you're gonna have to clip it using your clippers. But dealing with supports is both easy and has a different set of challenges. So for instance, on this Bulbasaur, there were supports all on the bottom, and they come off in that wood pattern. Those are actually pretty easy to get off. If you can see that, it's pretty easy to get these. It was pretty easy to get the supports off of this bottom. Now what was difficult was the mouth, very challenging. And because it is wood PLA, it's not the same. You can't use the same tricks that you might with a standard PLA. So in this instance, I had to use my file here. You can see some wood PLA on the tip. But a good attribute of the wood PLA, it is a tad bit brittle. So depending on what you're printing, that can be good or bad. For supports, that's a great thing, because you can easily break it away a lot quicker than you would with standard PLA or a different type of material. Now, for the bad part is the wood PLA, if you're printing something thin, for instance, like this extendable sword, it's brittle. So this sword broke a little bit, and I don't know if you can see that, but it broke a little bit. And this is one of those extendable swords. So this piece broke off, as you can see. So that part is not great, so I'll probably reprint that in a different material for the blade, for the telescoping blade. But as far as the feel, very nice. And I've seen some videos online where you can stain it, you can stain your wood with your finished build with wood stainer, and it looks almost indistinguishable from a wood carved wood piece. So I hope that gives you a lot of different ideas of what you can do. So not just going beyond just plastic looking print projects into almost woodworking or wood carving, but instead of whittling it down yourself, you're actually just printing it out with your 3D printer. And I would say that this has been one of the funner projects that I've done. So if you're interested in printing out, for instance, birdhouses that are custom, that would be almost impossible to make by hand, or anything that would be interesting out of wood. Now's your time to do that with Wood PLA. Have you worked with Wood PLA yourself? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.